That is a big boy. Hello everyone, my name is Kira Creates. If you didn't know that already for some reason, I don't know if you've been around here before, but that's my name. And here, we like to create neat stuff. And today, unlike the rest of my videos, totally unlike them, actually they're just like them, we got a weird one today. Because we're currently in my mess of a bedroom, don't mind it, just the average cosplayer setup. And we're doing a little more of a wax video today where I'm just unboxing my brand new Bambu Web H2S. I know it's been out for like, I don't know how many months now. We do things way after they're popular. So a little bit of context, my K1 Max crapped out on me. I want to make a video on the K1 Max. I want to see if I can try to fix it first because it's gonna be one of the reviews of all time if I can't get it fixed. But we're just gonna be unboxing this, get some first impressions of this, more of a chill video today. So if you're cool with that and want to see a full review of this printer on my channel at some point, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, that kind of fun stuff if you like 3D printing, if you enjoy cosplay, if you enjoy me being a goofy, energetic, annoying, autistic man, then yeah. This is like the biggest Core XY I've owned. This was a pain in the rear end to get upstairs because I'm still working at it at the gym. Like my sleeves are starting to fill out finally. So this box has some clear instructions on the top here, which I'll show with some phone footage. Bambu Web at least makes it nice and easy to give you some instructions on how to open the box properly. Because you also want to keep the box in case like you have something break in it for like warranty or something like that. Jesus Christ, somebody is flying. But yeah, with all that being said, let's get to starting with the unboxing. That was one of the sentences of all time. We're rolling with it. All right, so I missed a couple things in that intro. Of course I did. Hope you enjoyed seeing my scruffy face, by the way. I'm trying something new. I'm probably shaving this off because it's getting very itchy. But anyway, in this video, we're going through the initial unboxing of the H2S, initial setup, that kind of thing, and just how I'm liking it when I start printing. So, very simple video. But to start off unboxing this, as the instructions say on the top, you basically have to take these fasteners and basically pull them out like that, and then just yank the whole thing out, and you gotta do that 4 times. Yeah, let's do that. And I gotta put this back in for the short form. Make sure you follow my Instagram and TikTok to support my short form videos there. And now all we gotta do is pull this top part of the box off, so let's do that. Smooth. And so now we have a look at some more cardboard. The accessory box is up top here, and we got the little quick start guide. Well, let's go ahead and get all this foam and this cardboard out of here. We'll go over the accessories box, look at the printer, then do all that fun stuff. Eat. Now it's got a warning here saying about 2 people carrying it. Make sure you follow the warning. Unfortunately, I don't got 2 people. I only got me, but luckily I've been going to the gym and I've gotten stronger. So I should be able to move this safely, and I just need to move this from one room to another, which is literally across the hallway. So I don't even need to like lift it. Should be safe, but try and get 2 people if you can to carry this thing around. And in that box was the top plate. It's nice tempered glass top plate. I don't know what else to say about it. More foam in the printer to help protect it. I don't see anything that looks damaged. I got some zip ties in here, which I'll show you as well. And yeah, it looks like a pretty big printer in here. Okay, now that it's all unboxed, that was a really nice unboxing experience, honestly. They made it super easy and it was actually kind of fun. It was like opening a Christmas gift again, and again, super easy. They packed it well inside with plenty of foam to make sure none of the moving components were moving around with the zip ties. And yeah, it looks like it's deep enough to hold all my depression. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and move this into the other room, and then we'll go through initial setup real quick. All right, and it's been 2 days later. Sorry about that. I was very tired from work, but sorry from that, I got very tired from work, and this kind of sat here until today. So, yay. I didn't record me unboxing that little package that came with it, but whatever. All that came with it was a PTFE tube, the spool holder, and the small tool set. Which, using some iPhone footage, it was super easy to put the spool holder and the PTFE tube in. Everything just slotted in, and it was just super easy. They really made this thing, you unbox it, and then you're ready to pretty much go. But yeah, I did have to look over this a couple times because there was a couple pieces of foam that I missed, and you don't want to accidentally miss a piece of foam or anything before you start printing. So you want to make sure you remove all your tape, which I'm looking in here, and I see 2 pieces of tape that I didn't remove. That's why you look at everything, because you don't want to accidentally start a print and then you break something and now you have a $1,300 paperweight. But I got this guy loaded up with filming after we go through initial setup here, so that way we can get right to printing. And yeah, we'll go over initial setup now. All right, so basic stuff, just select your language. I do English next, and then my region is North America. And this is gonna be going over our networks. I'm gonna be blocking this off just for my own personal security. So I'm just gonna connect it to my home network real quick. And I just entered my passwords to connect it to the internet now, and it's giving a QR code for the Bambu app, which I will be using. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do that. And now it's prompting me to download the app on my phone. All right, agree to the terms and conditions, user experience, improvement program. Might as well. I don't really see anything wrong with it. And now it's prompting. Thank goodness it says this, because I would have never known about it. I knew about the piece of foam. I removed those already, but there's also 4 screws in these little areas that I did not know were there. So thank you, printer, for telling me that. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those real quick. The screws themselves are like these long guys with just like a little bit of thread on them. And if you don't know where to look from the screen, where those little red dots are, that's a H2.0 for the hex key, which is removed by this very handy dandy long Allen key that they give you in the toolkit. All right, now that we got all that removed, let's hit next. And now it's gonna calibrate itself. I'm gonna leave all of these checks, that way I can calibrate it. And that's all gonna take about 28 minutes. So I'm gonna hit that, and then we're gonna let it do its thing, and then we'll come back. So while the printer's setting up, I'm actually going to go over the box here because I opened up the toolbox and there's a bit more in there than I thought. So let's go ahead and open that up and pull the tray out. And already you could tell, let me flip that around, there's a lot more in there than my mother ever gave me for my car accident a few years ago, and she hasn't given me my $2,000 since. So in these little baggies, there's a whole ton of stuff. I don't know why I even flipped it around. We got screws for a scraper in here, and if you want some privacy from the cameras that come with the printer, here's a privacy cover for the camera, which is really nice that they put. Then they got some screws here for a spool holder if you need them. They got a whole nozzle wiper assembly in here. Then finally some stuff for the wiping pads. And then on top of all that, we got what looks like some greasing tubes, so that way you can grease up your, and then in here it looks like they include some grease for the rods here, so that way you can grease up your rods for basic maintenance. Then we got the 2 Allen keys in here. I put the big one back. They also have a smaller one. And then this tube looks like they included a nozzle cleaner. And then speaking of nozzles, they also included an entire nozzle assembly in here, which this is going to be really great to show off in the review and talk about a little more about how they include this element and how easy the nozzles are to swap. So if you want me to do a full review of this printer, go ahead, leave a like, comment, all that fun stuff. Share with your friends. Maybe get Bambu, check it out. In this little envelope here, we got a scraper. Nice. I just realized what that is. I'm not going to stick my fingers in there because I don't need to cut myself today. But yeah, they gave us a lot of nice goodies in here to keep the printer nice and maintained. So that's pretty much it for the box. Now we're just going to let the printer do its thing, and then we'll come back. All right, setup is all done. It was very boring to look at, so I didn't even record it. But yeah, setup is done. And to make up for it, I will print a benchy on this guy. Let's just hit get started, and then here we are. So let's go ahead, print file, and let's go ahead print this benchy. Okay, next. And this print is for PLA, so go ahead, do that, and then we're going to be hitting print. We'll let that go through a quick printing montage, and then the vent just opened up. See the top there? This is the vent right here, nice vent. That's actually pretty dope. Yeah, we'll go ahead with this print, and then we'll check it out. All right, and we are back from printing the benchy and printing more stuff. It's been like a week. Yeah, life is lifing. But as you can see from this half of a very cursed spawn of Satan, I've been doing a lot of printing on this printer. I'll be sharing all that in the full review if you guys want that. The benchy turned out pretty good for a 20-minute fast benchy. So I've been having a lot of fun with this printer, getting some stuff done. Again, Bambu made it super easy to unpack and just set this thing up and just go. And as you can see from the flashing red white here, that's just the big indicator of like, oh yeah, you ran out of filament or something's wrong. And the Bambu app's been pretty good so far. It's been updating me pretty much in real time about when things are happening. It updated me at work when it ran out, and it also updated me on a failure, which was my fault, and that was the only failure I had. So yeah, it's been treating me pretty well so far. So if you want to see a full review on the H2S, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, check out my other social medias linked down below in the description. And yeah, until next time, where I make more stuff, I guess. Keep creating stuff and go touch some grass.